All right, y'all. So I gotta be honest with y'all. I just got done watching Dragon Ball Daima's episode one, and I'm kind of intrigued about how this is gonna go. So I'm gonna do my own little review, get you guys' thoughts at the end, and you guys just let me know what you guys think. Okay? It kicks off where we're introduced to the Demon Realm. This ominous setup introduces us to this character, which his name is Goma, the new ruler of the Demon Realm. He's recently taken the throne after the death of Deborah. It's clear from his demeanor that he's still adjusting to this new role, and he's not really entirely sure of himself, but he knows he's sitting on a powdered keg of demonic power waiting to be unleashed. As the scene progresses, we are also met with two key allies standing by his side, this younger brother of the Supreme Kai of Universe 7, Digetsu, and has some type of resentment against his older brother, making him a force to be reckoned with. His deep grudge against Shin adds some layers of complexity to his character and motivation, so he may be some of the driving factors in the show itself. Now, Dr. Arinsu is also the sister of Degetsu and Shin. She's this brilliant yet manipulative scientist. She's not the type to sit in the shadows, and she has some like type of things behind the scenes she's working on. You can kind of tell that she's up to something, but we don't really have enough information to know what. Right after we're introduced to these characters, the episode provides a flashback to the Majin Buu saga using these magical projections. This reanimated sequence is stunning. It shows basically the moments from Dragon Ball Z as Goma and his team review the battles that unfold against like Majin Buu and Bibidi and whatnot. This recap not only serves as a nostalgia for the fans, but it also reminds us of the raw power of the Z Warriors and why they pose such a threat to the Demon Realm. So Dr. Rinsu clearly understands that these warriors, especially Goku and Vegeta, have to be dealt with if they are to secure the safety and supremacy of the demon realm. So that's why she tells Degetsu and Goma that they should use the Dragon Balls to wish for the Z Warriors or Goku and crew to be, shrunk down back into kids. So we cut to a new scene and we see Goma looking up and he sees a Dragon Ball and he sees a Tamagami. And you can tell by his expression that he isn't too excited about the Tamagami being there, but he's really rushing to get Neva, which you see in this scene, a older Namekian, to hurry up to get into the aircraft so they can get to Earth. So as Neva gets into the aircraft and they take off, Neva asked, "Where are you taking me?" And then you see Digetsu say, "I've already told you, we're going to the outside world." And then you see Neva say, "We aren't supposed to go to the outside world," implying that if you're here in the demon realm, you're not supposed to leave it. You're supposed to stay here. Degasu says, "I've already done all the proceedings. We have business to attend to with a Namekian on Earth." Neva says, "A Namekian? That's nice. I did not think that Namekians still exist." So I'm thinking that he has been the only Namekian for a long time. And my thing is this: how is he even in the demon realm? Degetsu and Goma, armed with the information that they have now, they get Neva and they head to Earth. So the scene changes and we switch over to Earth where we see the Z Warriors. and they are basically unaware of the danger that's about to happen to them. They're at Capsule Corp because they're celebrating Trunks' birthday. This episode plays up this contrast with the light atmosphere of the birthday party clashing with the ominous plot that's about to unfold in the Demon Realm. You see a plane coming down towards Kame's lookout. Mr. Popo and Dende kind of run from the plane because whoever's driving it basically doesn't know what they're doing or can't drive, efficiently. The plane lands and Dende and Mr. Popo approach the plane. And out of the plane, that's where you see Degetsu, Goma, and Neva come out. Dende asks Degetsu, "Are you one of the Supreme Kai?" And that's when Degetsu replies back with, "We come from the demon realm, just like your ancestors. Do you see your pointy ears? That means you're from the demon realm too." So that's a big revelation right there because it's basically insisting that all Namekians come from the demon realm. As the scene progresses, you see Goma, and he basically interrupts the conversation between the Supreme Kai of the demon realm and Dende, and he says, "I suppose I'll ask, where are the Dragon Balls?" And that's where Dende will say, "I'm never going to tell you," basically. He then implies to Neva, "Do you remember what I said? I will give you 1,000 more years of life if you do this for me." Neva goes over to the edge of Kami's lookout and looks for the Dragon Balls. Now, usually you would have to use a dragon radar to find the Dragon Balls. But with Neva, he was able to use some type of ability where he could find the Dragon Balls and bring the Dragon Balls back to Kame's lookout. Once he got the Dragon Balls back, Degetsu asked Neva, "You know how to restore the Dragon Balls, right? Even if they have been used." Because previously stated, you use the Dragon Balls, you can't use them for a year. But with Neva, he has some type of ability where he was able to restore the Dragon Balls without having to wait a whole year in the process. So Gomo talks to Dende because Dende asks, "Who is that?" Basically referring to the old Namekian. And Gomo breaks it down for Dende and explains that, hey, the demon realm has its own set of Dragon Balls. And he's the one that created them very long ago. He also created these terrifying creatures known as the Tamagami, which will protect these Dragon Balls at all cost. So for the longest time, nobody has been able to make a wish. That's why they came to Earth to use the Dragon Balls on Earth because they wouldn't be able to use them in the demon realm. After Neva takes and restores the Dragon Balls, Dende says this: "I don't know your wish, but I'll die before I tell you the password." And then that's when Degasu says, "We have already taken notes. We know the password." Degasu takes out this notepad and opens it up and then recites back to Dende what the password is. And then astonishment, you could see on Dende's face, he's shocked. As Dende sees that Degasu knows the password and saying it, he rushes in to try to stop Degasu. But Degusu sees that he rushes in, and then he hits Dende in the chest with a karate chop like move. Because if you notice, the power levels are too drastic. So, of course, what the hell is Dende going to do? Dende falls to the ground, and Mr. Popo runs to Dende's aid. And Degusu looks at Mr. Popo like, hey, what are you going to do? And Mr. Popo basically gets scared and says, would you like some juice? That's some cowardice in my opinion, but that's what he said. Degusu summons Shinron and says the password. Goma goes to Shinron and says, hey, I want to make a wish. I want to make the people that killed Majin Buu kids again. And Shinron asks Goma, what about if they are already kids? Then Goma proceeds to say, well, make them babies. So you start to see them at the end of the episode get shrunken down, and basically everything is going crazy because they don't know what's going on. And then the music plays. So I want to know what you guys think about the first episode of Daima, your reactions, what you think possibly could be going on. Is there any twists and turns or things that you think possibly could happen? But I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Subscribe, hit that like button, show your boys some love. And until next time, I will catch you guys later. Remember, keep training, stay legendary. Peace.